Gun violence in this country is an epidemic, and it's an international embarrassment.
President Biden taking action, laying out several executive orders aimed at helping to curb gun violence. This after deadly mass shootings in Georgia and Colorado in recent weeks.
According to the president, the gun violence is a blemish on America's character. There are 6 executive actions in total, including helping states adopt red flag laws, regulating pistols modified with a stabilizing brace, and calling on the Senate to take up House-passed measures closing background check loopholes.
This is not a partisan issue among the American people. This is a view by the American people as an American issue. And I'm willing to work with anyone to get these done. And it's long past time that we act.
Another order restricting so-called ghost guns. ITMate's Richard ESSEX has been digging into what those are and how they're made.
Ghost guns are typically bought online. They can be bought at gun shows or can be printed at home on a 3D printer. These guns don't have serial numbers, and a background check is not required to buy one.
A ghost gun can be a rifle, a handgun, and everything in between. The technology to make these guns cheap and easy has exploded over the past couple of years, according to Paul Helmke, the former executive director of the Brady campaign to prevent gun violence.
The ability to deliver the parts is improved, and so there's been a real explosion in the amount of ghost guns that are out there. And when you combine that with sort of the 3D printer type facet, it's become a lot more of an issue in the last 10 years.
And he says these guns are showing up with greater frequency at crime scenes.
The main thing is that people that are stopped from getting a gun because they've got a criminal record, can't pass a background check, it's really, this is the way to get a gun that's untraceable and getting a gun that you can use.
Garrison Burge is a manager at Beech Grove Firearms. They do not sell or take and trade ghost guns, but he did take the time to explain how they work.
Half the time don't run. They don't work appropriately.
Burge says some of the most popular ghost guns are AR-15 kits called 80%ers because they are 80% complete when they're delivered. The owner has to assemble the barrel, the stock, the frame of the gun, but the key part of the gun, called the lower receiver, where the trigger is placed, has to be drilled out by the owner.
They essentially take a drill bit, more than just a drill bit, Dremel, grinder, etc., to Dremel this all out to then fit their fire control group into it, then making it a 100% receiver.
None of the parts included in ghost gun kits have serial numbers. Without serial numbers, the ATF can't track the gun.
Now with these ghost guns, with these parts readily available, readily shippable, and bad guys actually can make the guns in the basements of their apartments.
President Biden's executive action calls for rules that would require serial numbers on the key parts of ghost guns, and he wants these guns treated like any other firearm. In Indianapolis, Richard ESSEX, WishTV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Richard, thank you very much.